What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here with another video with some quick trade updates. So today it's kind of a slow day, but a green day nonetheless. I only had one trade, which I'm trying to keep it to three or less trades a day. I was over trading for a bit the last couple weeks and was losing a bunch of money because of it. So decided to tighten it up and restrict myself to one or two, at the most 3 trades a day, unless I'm like really green. So today it was one trade, one and done, not bad. Basically caught like a nice fade here. Obviously could have been more if I would have held, and maybe in the future what I'm going to do is sell half once I want to, instead of just getting out of the full position. I'll probably, if I would have sold half there and then the rest down here, would have been a better trade. But at the same time, it was still a decent trade overall. I caught the dip I wanted to catch. Basically, I saw these two topping tails here. So you have this almost double tap of 285 level here. And when I saw these two candles showing just weakness and resistance, a ton of resistance at this level, it was also pretty overextended on no news. I looked at, I was looking it up, trying to find news on it. I couldn't find nothing. So this Mind Technologies, MIND, it popped up nice, had a nice run here, was up almost 50% on the day, and on no news. So when it tried to kind of retest those levels, and you see on the 5-minute here, it gave you basically 2 topping tails here. I was confident to go in at the top of this candle here, with a stop being at the top of 285, so going in at 271. I originally wanted to short it actually up here in the 280s when I originally saw this coming back up, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to short it here with the stop being the top of that candle, basically giving myself like a 5-6 cent stop. But what ended up happening was I closed my platform somehow. I don't know how I did it, but basically just closed it by accident, and I ended up coming, by the time it was open back up, it was back down to 271. So it was like up here when I was watching it at 280, and like I was like, okay, I had my order at 280, and I had my order ready to go. Like I actually had to reject the order because basically you can see here, short at 280, and this was, look at the time limit, 9:02, or sorry, 11:09:02, right? So 11:09:02, you look at right when that was right here. That was right in this candle, 11:09, right, 280. So I was trying to short it there, but like I said, I accidentally closed my platform by accident, and when that happened, I came back on, and it was still showing this resistance now forming at 270, and it looked like it was going to start stair-stepping down. So I took the short, and was happy to hold it there. I still think it's a short for the day, but as you saw here, volume just started to fade. We just got another kick to the downside, so it's still a short probably, but the volume is really not what it was over here. So once the volume started to tamper away, I was not really interested in it anymore. But obviously from here I should have held longer. Obviously if I got in at 282, it would have been a better trade, but either way it would have been a nicer trade if I would have just held for another minute or two. But I was trying to get out quick with some nice profits. I did pretty well on it. So green day overall, that's all I can ask for. One trade, kind of a one and done, kind of thing. Obviously it could sell off here, and I think it might, down towards $2, but it's already down to only being up 25% when it was up almost 50% on the day. So it's given back almost half the move already. So I don't expect too much more out of it, either way, to the long or the downside. But I got my trade, and I was happy with it, ready to walk away green. Something you got to do when you're trading is just kind of tell yourself, you have a certain amount of trades in a day, and if you can hit 1 or 2 of those to be nice, decent green trades, then you should probably call it a day and be happy with the gain. Come back and to trade another day, and as you're learning, as you're perfecting your strategies, you want to kind of take those base hits and then try to gain more confidence in holding those longer and maybe selling half your position and then holding the rest, obviously, until maybe down here, and then I get out at 220 from 270. So it's an even nicer trade, 50 cents on a $3 stock, so it's like 20-30%, which would have been a nicer trade, right? But like I said, I was really just looking to get the quick move. That's what I saw. I saw 250 as a kind of level of, could be of support there. So if there was support and it kind of ripped back up, I didn't want to lose all my gains that I made after that big flush, right? I was thinking of shorting again at 255, but it just moved too quick, and then I wasn't comfortable shorting down here in the 240s. I felt like it still wasn't going to give us a nice move, which it obviously did. So, whatever. Sometimes you win it, sometimes you lose it, but as long as you're walking away green and you were able to catch some of the move, then that's all you can do. You can't be mad that you didn't short it at the top and cover at the bottom. You can never anticipate when that's going to be or where stocks are going to go, so you shouldn't try to anticipate that. You should really just try to take the gains you're given, and then if you want to get back in with the short again, because you really feel like it's going to go lower, then so be it. Like it's kind of the same with Veru yesterday, where I walked away green, but I left some money on the table. I definitely could have held the short longer, and it was probably just going to sell off like this one might, right? So that's the risk you take, and that's kind of when you're trading, what you got to do is learn how much risk you're going to give, how much profit you need before you're willing to take it, and then like I said, if you want to get back in, then get back in, but don't sit there and leave money on the table because you didn't want to sell when you thought it would go lower, and then it reverses against you, and next thing you know, you're a green trade becomes a red trade. So I had that happen to me a couple of times, in the last few weeks shorting, and we've had some kind of inconsistencies in terms of patterns. They sometimes look like it's going to be a short, and the next thing you know, boom, it pushes up above the VWAP on one crazy spike in volume, and next thing you know, it's running. And I don't want to get stuck in that when you're shorting, but it is good to be able to take profits on the way down and then maybe hold some of it while it pushes lower, just so you can kind of gain that full move while also taking profits on the way. But with me, I'm trading with such small size that a lot of times it's like, hey, I don't really have a ton of shares to be selling half, and then next thing you know, I only have like 50 shares or something, which obviously in this one I was in with 300 shares, so I could have sold like 150, and that would have been decent, But either way, it was a decent move, and I took my profits when they were there, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another day of trading. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back at you with another video soon. Thank you. Bye.